Alrighty, we have a double box with a single outlet in it, and we want to add a second outlet. Here in the country I was born in, we use 14 American wire gauge on 15 amps, 12 American wire gauge on 20 amps. Black is live, white is neutral, the bare or the green is the ground. Red and blue are also live colors. However, you may find white live in a switch loop or a 220-240 volt circuit where the appliance does not require a neutral. So I'll show you how to add another outlet in a double box. Okay, you always put your wire around the screw, the direction the screw turns, so make a nice new loop here. Bare wire goes on the green screw. Strip off about an inch. You always put your wire around the screw. Okay. You always put your wire around the screw the direction that the screw turns. So when you tighten the screw, you close the loop. So white goes on the silver screw, which is the wide slot. Black goes on the brass screw, which is the narrow slot because the black is live. So we'll start with our black wire first here. We'll put it on the brass colored screw. We'll close our loop the direction our screw turns. Make sure it's nice and tight. Make sure we don't get our insulation caught under the screw head. Doesn't matter which screw you use because they're both the same potential. You always close the loop the direction the screw turns. We'll close the screw we're not using. I use the flathead because I can tighten it better. The Phillips will just hop like a bunny rabbit. So we'll just tighten it up. So there we go. The white's on the silver screw, the wide slot. The black is on the brass screw, which is the narrow slot, and the bare wire is on the green screw. So now we can tie our ground wires together here. I don't have my pliers, so I just try to pull it out. Don't frustrate, just go without them. I cut them so they're even on the end there. I'll stick my wire nut back on here. And I'll just use these. I'm not squeezing on it, I'm just going to turn this wire nut so I can tighten it up so that all the wires are well secure inside the wire nut. I'm not squeezing it, I'm just turning it. Okay, now we can hook our other white wire up here on the silver screw. Okay, we can get this one all screwed in here. Okay, so now we can put our white wire on the silver colored screw here. Take off about 1 inch. More here. Make our loop the direction our screw turns. Okay, and make sure my insulation's not under the screw head and my copper is under the screw head all the way around, and I want it to look like that there. I'll come over here and we'll get our black wire on brass screw. So this is, we're going to have to backstab this one because this is a black feed wire going to the white switch wire. So we're going to strip a little off of this here. So this is a situation where there's a black feed wire going to the white switch wire, and the red and black are coming back from the switches, and the red is going to one light and the black is going to the other light. So we're going to have to put this wire in the back. So I'll stick it in here. I'll I feel the little barb right there, and I push. Make sure it's in all the way. Make sure my insulation is seated all the way, and I'll bring the camera down so you can see up close. So that white wire on the brass screw is the white going to a switch, because coming back from the switch, see the red wire in the background and the other black wire? They are connected to two other lights. So this is a switch loop that's coming off of this outlet. And you can see the red and the other black wire in the background there going to the two different lights. And there's the neutral wires hooked up to the outlet. I want to make sure that ground wire is not going to get in the way of anything here. Now push this ground wire down, make sure it's away from everything. Push that wire back, make sure it's way of everything there. And the ground wire is down. Alrighty, so that is how to add a second outlet to a double gang box with a switch loop going out of that box, coming back to that box, going to two separate lights. We have a 14.3 coming out of this box to go to the switches, then two 14.2s going out to the lights. So we have the black feed wire going to the white switch wire, and the red and the black are going to the lights. And they are pigtailed to the 14.2s that go to each separate light. Peace. Thanks for watching.